She thought she was safe. Quiet neighborhood. Friendly neighbors. A dead-end street where nothing ever happened. But every night, someone stood outside her house. Watching. And the worst part? He never did anything illegal. At least, not at first. When Sarah moved into the townhouse, it felt like a fresh start. Southern Illinois was peaceful. The kind of place where people waved from their porches. The kind of place where kids left bicycles outside overnight. The kind of place where nobody locked their doors. At least that's what she thought. Then one night, she heard footsteps in her backyard. Slow. Heavy. Crunch. 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 She looked through the window. Nothing. Just darkness. She told herself it was probably an animal. A raccoon. Maybe a deer. But deep down, something felt wrong. The next night it happened again. Same footsteps. Same backyard. Same feeling. This time she grabbed her phone and checked her security camera. At first, nothing. Then she froze. A man. Standing completely still. Wearing a black hoodie. Facing her house. Not moving. Not leaving. Just staring. Sarah felt her stomach drop. Who was he? What did he want? She watched the footage over and over. The man never approached the house. Never touched anything. Never spoke. He just stood there. Watching. Like he was waiting for something. Or someone. She called the police. Officers arrived and checked the area. But by then, the man was gone. The footage wasn't enough. The police told her to stay alert and call again if he returned. So she did. Again. And again. And again. Because he kept coming back. Days turned into weeks. The man appeared almost every night. Sometimes in the backyard. Sometimes across the street. Sometimes standing near the end of the cul-de-sac. Always watching. Always silent. Always wearing that same black hoodie. And every time Sarah called police, the answer was the same. We can't do much. He hasn't committed a crime. Call us if he does something. But Sarah couldn't understand. Wasn't stalking enough? Wasn't terror enough? Then things got worse. Much worse. One evening she came home from work and found something strange. A chair. Her backyard chair had been moved. Only a few feet. But she knew she hadn't touched it. Nobody else had access. Nobody. A chill ran through her body. Because suddenly, the man wasn't just watching anymore. He was entering her space. That night she barely slept. Every sound made her jump. Every creak felt like a warning. Every shadow looked human. And around 3 a.m., her phone buzzed. Motion detected. Backyard camera. Sarah opened the live feed. And nearly dropped her phone. The man was there. Closer than ever. Standing directly outside her fence. Looking toward her bedroom window. Not moving. Not blinking. Just staring. Have you ever answered a phone call, knowing nobody should be calling? Because one man did. And what happened next made him walk away from a job he'd done for years. He worked in property preservation. His job was simple. Go to abandoned houses. Check the condition. Lock them up. Move on. Nothing scared him anymore. At least, that's what he thought. One day, he was sent to an old foreclosure property deep in upstate New York. The place sat completely alone. No neighbors. No traffic. Just silence. The kind of silence that makes you feel watched. The moment he stepped inside, something felt wrong. Not dangerous. Just, Wrong. The air felt heavy. The rooms felt empty. Yet somehow, not empty at all. Hours passed. He worked alone, moving from room to room. Then suddenly, his phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. Nothing. No voice. No breathing. Just silence. Then the call ended. Strange. But not terrifying. Not yet. He ignored it and kept working. A few minutes later, it happened again. Another call. Same thing. Silence. Then click. Gone. Now he was getting irritated. Maybe someone was pranking him. Maybe a bad signal. Maybe, but then something happened that made his stomach drop. From somewhere inside the house, a telephone started ringing. An old rotary phone. Loud. Sharp. Echoing through the halls. There was only one problem. The house had no active phone service. And the rotary phone wasn't even connected. The ringing continued. Again. And again. And again. Like someone desperately wanted him to answer. Every instinct told him to leave. But curiosity pulled him deeper. So he followed the sound. Down a narrow hallway. Past dusty rooms. Toward the basement. The ringing stopped. Instantly, the moment he reached the basement door. Silence. Complete silence. Slowly, he stepped downstairs. His flashlight cut through the darkness. And that's when he saw it. A notebook. Lying alone on the floor. Covered in dust. As if it had been waiting for him. He opened it. At first, it looked ordinary. Random notes. Names. Dates. Then he noticed something chilling. Every entry described the same thing. The phone calls. The ringing. The feeling of being watched. Different names. Different years. Same story. Again. And again. And again. One line stood out. A warning written in shaky handwriting, asterisk, if the phone rings, don't answer. Star. His heart started pounding. Because nobody should have known what he had just experienced. Yet someone had written it years before. That was enough. He grabbed his things. Walked out. Got in his truck. And left. But the story didn't end there. A coworker was later sent to finish the job. He never saw the notebook. Nobody told him what happened. Yet only a short time after arriving. He called the office. His voice shaking. He said he was quitting. Immediately. No explanation. No details. Nothing. He never returned. And when people asked why, he refused to talk about it. Ever. To this day, nobody knows who kept calling. Nobody knows why the disconnected phone rang. And nobody knows what happened inside that house. But one thing is certain. Everyone who entered heard the call. And none of them ever wanted to go back.